Alright, step 2, we're going to go to Jaguar and drive the I-Pace.
I-Pace, that's going to be fancy.
Cannot wait. Let's go check it out.
With the design of the Jaguar is we've maintained the look of the Jaguar. With the grille here, it's actually fixed. The air flows through this and out through the bonnet up here. And it flows over the bonnet, so the drag coefficient is incredibly good with this car. That actually lets air vents through and depressurises around the wheel arches. Also, you have a little bit of storage here at the front. So, a small storage there, but at least it's helpful.
Shopping.
Yes. So open up there and charging there. And if you're doing DC charging,
it does CCS,
then you pull that out, and that's your DC charging there. Okay. And there's a little light there that lights up the car and initialises once you plug in. You plug into your power, and then away you go.
And that's just there's no lock or anything on that.
It locks. Once the car's locked,
you can't open it.
So
okay.
Now you can't open it.
Yeah, great.
So I've got a public charging cable in there, and that's the one that we use for our one downstairs.
Yep.
Okay. But you can lay these seats down, so you can get quite a bit extra space in there if you need. You've got a little bit more storage underneath here, and if necessary, you can take this out. You'll see there's storage even under there.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
The charging cable. Here you've got hooks here, so if you want to put your shopping on there and have it flopping around in the car, they're in the back. You've got a little strap system here to hold things. You've got tie-down rails and everything throughout the car as well. There's no spare tyre. You get roadside assist with the car when you purchase it. When you lock the car, the door handles are flush. The mirrors fold in when the car is locked, and when the car is unlocked, mirrors are open.
Pops out. Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay, right.
Okay, yeah. So navigation, this is what your screen looks like there.
Yeah.
So it's pinch and swipe.
Yep.
Like an iPad. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into normal regeneration first, so that you can feel the car drive as per a normal car.
Yeah.
And then we will switch it over to high regeneration after that. Down here, you've also got another screen, so you can have your phone or your radio. You can also bring up your air conditioning system here.
Yep.
So you can select how you want your air conditioning and stuff to work. With this has got heated seats, so you have 2 different temperatures you can set here, or you can sync it or whatever when you push your screen.
So that's a temperature dial, or is that a fan dial?
Yeah, no, it's your temperature dial. If you pull it, it's a fan. We'll just wait till it goes back to normal. So pull makes it a fan. Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Or we can go to auto like this, and it just uses all the system to get to the ideal temperature.
Yeah, right.
If you sync it like it is at the moment,
let
me go back to normal, then this becomes a master and adjusts the temperature for both.
Oh, okay, yep.
Okay. Yep. If I change my temperature this side, then the sync comes off.
Yep.
Okay. You can also push to switch on your heated and cooled seats.
Okay. Yep. That's a tactile push, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then you just turn.
Alright.
That's your heating for your seats.
Yeah, I don't think we need that today.
No, definitely not.
And how do we get that off? You push it again.
Push again. There we go.
Okay, great.
You can move the steering column forward and back too, and up and down if you want. Okay. So there's a little lever underneath. That's it. And then just pull your lever up. You got it. Right. We're in drive now, so we
there's
can
no park brake or anything?
No, you can just ease off the brake and away we go.
Does it have a front camera?
It does. Yep. We go to cameras and we'll go to front.
Yeah, great. It's on tap there.
Oh yeah, well you didn't even touch
exactly
it.
Exactly where you want to go.
You haven't touched it yet.
Yeah.
So you can see in front of you is telling you the kilometre range, 296.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and that wasn't fully charged, was it?
No. And as you're easing off, it charges, and as you're accelerating, it shows the power. Obviously, you got your map there as well. Here's your battery range telling you here, so you can drive out to Griffith.
Wow, that's really
you can
clever.
drive out to Griffith on this amount of range at the moment.
Oh, so the green is where you can drive to safely?
Actual places you can get to.
Yeah. They're going to design an app, and there is an app coming out for the phone
Yeah.
where you'll actually link your car, and it will then give you the distance you're going to drive and tell you stations that you can charge at on the way,
Right.
and give you an estimation of time and everything else.
Yeah.
So when you put in an address in here, you'll be able to get a lot of that information come up on the screen as well.
Yeah, right.
Now we're in comfort mode, so if I press this, there's different modes we can have. We'll just move into dynamic mode now. So in dynamic mode, it firms up the suspension a little bit, sharpens your steering, and also your throttle response.
So what sort of suspension has it got?
This has got spring suspension.
Yeah.
So you can get it with air suspensions.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you onto Regen Braking. You'll find it's a different way to drive. So let's go to that. So let's put it on high. Now you'll notice the difference. I'll leave that like that, but you'll be able to accelerate a bit away from here for just a short burst, and you'll see how quick it is. Put your foot down, you're right.
Oh yeah. There we go. Very nice.
Yeah. So it's plenty of go. This is a good lane.
Plenty of
Just
go. I
stay
didn't
here. Just stay in
actually
this
put my
lane, you're fine.
foot down either.
It's very quick, very easy to get to 100 k's an hour in no time.
Yeah.
flat.
Well,
Yeah.
what 4 point something seconds? So
4.8. Yeah.
under 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Still not putting my foot to the floor.
Yeah. And you hear that sound. That sound is designed. Sounds like, I reckon it sounds like Starship Enterprise.
Yeah, right.
That's in dynamic mode. They put that in there for dynamic driving.
So I can hear a little rumbling. Is
Yes,
that noise?
that's the
So we can turn
dynamic
that
mode.
off.
So if I go to comfort mode, it goes to quieter.
Yeah, right.
You still hear
No,
a
I can
slight
still hear
whine,
something. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Go
can
dynamic
hear,
again.
you can hear a little bit of road noise. If you put your foot down now,
Oh yeah, I can hear that now.
Yeah.
yeah,
Little bassy tones in there.
correct, yeah. Yeah, the faster you go, the more it sounds like you're hitting warp drive.
Yeah, right. It's a bit hard to do.
And this one doesn't have a roof in it, so it's a bit different to having the roof. And we think the roof makes it a bit quieter than this one.
The glass.
Because the glass roof is a little bit thicker, so probably a little bit more sound deadening from that.
Can we test the sound system?
Absolutely. Let's find the channel. Because you've got very limited exterior noise,
Yeah.
having a good sound system in the car is
Pretty
worthwhile,
important. Yeah.
because you can really enjoy a much clearer bass
Yeah.
than interrupted with the rumble of the car and the tyres and everything else. Out, you've got storage in here. You can actually take this out as well and get more storage in there.
Micro SIM. Oh, that's
Yeah.
for the connectivity
So
thing.
micro SIM, if you want, you can have your own, the car set up as a Wi-Fi hotspot. So once the telematics is set up in the car, it connects to your phone and everything else, it also links back to base. So if you have an accident and the airbags deploy, they will call you. Now there's an emergency SOS button up there you can press if you need to contact them as well.
Yeah.
Right? But if the airbags deploy and they call you and you don't respond, they will send out emergency services to your location. There are cars being ordered that are coming into the country at the moment that are not sold, so we can look at those stock cars and see if anything in there suits and fits the requirement of what you want. Otherwise, if we're looking at it by building a bespoke car exactly to your specification, between 5 and 6 months, because it's all made in the UK. So the reason for the variation is it depends on the cycle, because we've got right-hand drive cars versus left-hand drive. So they're not going to make those right and left hands down the same line at the same time. And it'll tell you about your driving style, and you can get history, representation, and range impact, so you can see what's affecting your range as far as what's on with the air conditioning and how that's adding, doing various things. So if you switched off your air conditioning, you would add 16 kilometres to your range.
Yeah, right.
Preconditioning, so while your car is plugged in and charging, you can actually set the preconditioning of your car for temperature in the car prior to getting in. In control apps, you can download extra apps onto your phone and you can plug those in through the USBs and look at those on the screen here. You've got Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto, valet mode.
Web browser.
That's when you get your SIM card in. Okay,
Yeah, right.
so when you put your SIM card in, you can then use it and you can go to Google or whatever you want to do as your web browser on the
right.
screen. ASI Suite is basically your off-road suite. So
Oh, okay.
when you switch on your off-road settings, it'll tell you do you want low friction launch, and it'll tell you also what's going on with the all-wheel drive component of the car. So as you're driving, it'll show you where the power's going front to rear. I'll show you this. If you press the 360 degree, you can see where you're positioned in relation to where the car is. Okay?
That's great.
And if
Now, can you turn that on at any point in time? If I was backing up that driveway, could I have the...
you can, but you really want to see
Yeah,
the direction
where-
you're
yeah.
driving. But it's very, very handy if you're pulling into curbs or things like that.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, let's say you wanted to look at the curb view. See there? Now you can actually see the front wheel
I'll make sure you're not
exactly
hitting your...
in relation. Yeah.
cameras.
That's looking at the back.
So that's
It's
the...
looking both sides at the back.
Oh,
So,
okay, so the
see?
back wheel, yeah.
Yep. This has got park assist in it as well with this car. So you can actually set it up so it will park itself.
Yeah,
in
I can't imagine I'd
parallel
use
and
that, but-
perpendiculars.
Yeah.
And for audio settings, you can go into audio settings here, and you can add bass, treble, middle,
Yeah.
position it where you want in the car. You can also flip this and say you wanted to go back to music. You can just press on there.
Yeah.
And then said, oh no, I want to go to navigation. You can press on there, and it's just quick access. But as are these, as long here.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of great things that you can do with the car.
All right, well, that was the Jaguar I-Pace test drive. How'd you think, Tim?
Oh, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, you look like you enjoyed that as well.
It's definitely $100,000 difference between the Ioniq and this. You can
difference.
feel the difference,
Yeah.
but you know they're totally different cars.
They are.
One's a little sedan, and this is a big SUV.
Yeah.
So
Both good cars in their own right, I think.
in their own
Different
right,
markets.
in their different markets.
Yep.
Yeah.
And many thanks to Peter from Northern Beaches Jaguar as well for showing us around this beautiful car.
Yeah.
Alright guys, thanks for watching, and as always, happy charging. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being part of the energy revolution. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. If you're about to buy a Tesla, use my promo code Thomas7208 to score 6 months of free supercharging. Happy charging!